fellas, JJ was on the show. My man that got the Lakers job, man. I don't know how y'all feel about him and LeBron getting together and attacking LA.
Hey, listen, I think I'm ready to coach somewhere. I can come off the bench and go get me a job. Let's do it. The encouraging thing is we've seen JJ. You know, we've seen him in his analysis of the game. We've seen him, you know, on the podcast with LeBron. We've seen what he did back in college. You know, he has amazing basketball IQ. He understands the X's and O's. He understands the game inside and out. Like many other guys who probably could have had an opportunity to have this job. But again, it was for obvious reasons the Lakers wanted to go with JJ. I think it was a relationship thing with their star player. I think he gives them an opportunity to leverage his basketball awareness and to be able to see if they can make those guys successful. It's a high risk, high reward hire. It's a high risk, high reward decision for JJ to say, hey, look, I'm going to take this chance and go and become the Lakers coach. There's a lot of ramifications involved. A lot of scrutiny is going to follow it, whether, you know, no matter how he does. It's going to be real interesting to see how it all shapes out, because win, lose, or draw, something's going to be said. But he's going to have to get them to the playoffs, and they're going to have to go far, you know, very far in order for this to be considered a successful hire.
First off, the fix was in, right? JJ Redick goes out, he says the thing about Doc Rivers, and then he's like, people don't want X's and O's. And now all of a sudden he's working with LeBron on a podcast. LeBron's doing a weekly podcast about basketball with somebody. That tells you right there how much he respects his IQ. It was a freaking interview every week. How much do you know, JJ? What do you know about this? What do you know about that? Do I even like you, and can I get along with you? Yes, 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 yes. Right? So the fix was in. And then now, like, all these people talking about he ain't never coached nowhere. It's basketball. It ain't football. That's how it works. Derek Fisher, Isaiah Thomas. Hell, Vinny Del Negro got a job and he had never coached before. Jason Kidd. Like, that's part of it. Steve Nash. Like, that's what they do. And JJ Redick has shown that he's a freaking basketball savant. Right? And it ain't one of those things where it's always like you had to be the elite or the greatest of basketball players in order to be a basketball coach, right? Joe Mazzulla he hasn't played basketball in the league after West Virginia. Thibodeau hasn't played ball in the league like that, so they don't need to do that. And I think for JJ, it's actually low risk, high reward. Because if it all falls apart, the same thing, the same ecosystem that he said on our show that was going to be harder, that he took joy in building, is going to be there plus some. Now you mean to tell me if this doesn't work, you can give me the perspective of having been a head coach of one of the most storied sports franchises in all of the world in any sport? And on top of that, you're going to coach with one of the greatest players that's ever lived, one of the greatest basketball minds that's ever been there. So now you can bounce ideas and experiences off of him. This is a slam dunk for JJ. And if you, to me, were the Lakers, you were trying to lure Hurley away from UConn, right? Mm-hmm. For after LeBron. You got JJ for present LeBron, for while LeBron is still on the team. I think it's a slam dunk hire by Rob Pelinka and the Lakers. And I think for JJ Redick, it's an absolute great place to be in, because even if the bottom falls out, nobody's going to blame you. They're going to blame LeBron anyway. So I wish they hired me.
Only one slam dunk, RC. It's a slam dunk for JJ. I agree with you. For him to get this his first job, having LeBron, having AD, having this team. But with this team, they haven't gone far. They're in the play-in tournament. Like, yeah. I think it's I want to say failure, because I do think they'll make the playoffs. They're not beating Minnesota. They're not beating Denver. They're not going to do that. So my only question would be, LeBron got him the job. It's going to be the narrative. Those other players knowing that. LeBron is running that team now. How is LeBron and JJ? What if LeBron and JJ disagree? Is LeBron making that decision, or is JJ making that decision? Because they're friends. So if they want to switch up the rotations, what do they want to do? That's a head coaching decision. But now I'm your homeboy. I'm your podcast homeboy. If you're a head coach and I'm a DC, we boys. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What's that decision going to be made? And that's my biggest question. And if it's another year that they don't win a championship, that's one more year LeBron gets older. Yeah. And so are you wasting LeBron's sunset with hiring a guy that doesn't know what he's doing, because you just said they try to get Hurley. So that would be my only question about it. I think they'll be a good team, but I don't know if they're going to be a championship or a Western Conference contending team. But speaking on that, y'all, please don't wait to get your Fanatics Fan Fest tickets August 16th through 18th. Y'all don't wait now. You don't want to miss out. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be there. It's going to be all kind of celebrities there. Y'all got to get your Fan Fest tickets. Fanatic Fan Fest August 16th through 18th. Don't wait, because you're going to miss out.